guys, how's it going? My name is Micaela.
I'm Tatsu.
And this is our first Q&A video.
Yay!
Yay! So for those of you who have been watching this channel for a while, you've probably seen this guy's face like more than once, more than twice. This is Tatsu.
I'm Tatsu.
And he's my boyfriend.
Am I?
Yeah. Sorry. And although Tatsu's been in my videos a lot, I have never actually taken the time to explain like who Tatsu is. And so I thought we would do that today.
Tatsu です。皆さんこんにちは。出身地は中国の北京です。母親が中国人、父親が中国生まれですが、父親は日本人の私はハーフです。幼少期はずっと中国にいて、中学生ぐらいから日本の学校に行きました。中高大と全部東京なんですが、途中でカナダに行ったり、オーストラリアに留学したり、あと香港にも1年間、香港大学の方で勉強してました。で、仕事はカメラマンをしています。今は会社で働いてますが、自分のフリータイムにいろいろ写真とか、あとは YouTube 用の動画を作っています。
So on Twitter, I asked you guys to send in your questions, anything that you wanted to know about Tatsu, and today we're gonna look through those questions right now and answer as many as we can, just for funsies. So, the first question is from Enoki-san.
Enoki-san, thank you!
Thank you for writing in.
ありがとうございます。
Enoki-san はそのお二人の出会いのきっかけは
Nothing、特に特別なことなく、カメラマンの仕事をしていて、たまたまミカエラさんを撮影する機会があって、それで仲良くなってね。で、僕もカナダ行ったこともあって、いろんなカナダの話したりとか、あとお互いすごいご飯が好きだったので、食べることが。
We love to eat. We eat a lot. はい。そしてどこが好きって聞いてる。
どこが好きか、
はい、
すごいベーシックなことを言わせてもらうと正直なところです。
正直者です。
そう。感情に対し、感情がすごい正直で、素直で、なんかイライラしてる時はイライラしてるし、面白い時はすごく笑うし、面白くない時は全然笑わないし、そこなんか隠さないところが、なんかすごい魅力だなっていう点が一つ。あとはユニークなところだね。
ユニークですか？
とてもユニークです。
The one thing that really caught my attention when I first met him, when he approached me, he spoke English so naturally that it felt like I was talking to another Westerner. Like it didn't feel like I was talking to a Japanese person. We both really liked videos, we liked traveling, we liked photography, we loved eating, and Tatsu was really into movies, and he would go to the movie theater by himself. Tatsu's like a walking IMDb. Like he knows everything about like every actor, and like he'll see like a random actor on screen and he'll be like, oh, that's the actress that also appeared in like 3 other movies that I saw. I thought that was really interesting, and it became something. So like now I end up watching way more movies than I ever would have before, because anytime something new comes out, Tatsu has to go see it. Yeah, there's just lots of things that we enjoy doing together, so then it kind of just made sense that we would stay together. How about did you see this question?
No.
From Mr. Kotaro.
Kotaro. じゃあ夜の営みについて。夜の営みって何かわかるよね。
You mean sex?
いや最近は。
Thank you for writing in. Next question.
エイプリルさんからありがとうございます。
Thank you.
お二人は国際交際をしていて、たまにタツさんがお仕事でなかなか会えない時は遠距離恋愛になるわけですが、それを維持するというのはやはり簡単なことではないと思います。私も国際交際をしているので、何かお互いに心がけていることがあれば知りたいです。
Sometimes you'll get called to like work in a different part of Japan, and it'll be really, really sudden, like 1 week in Tohoku or 10 days in Kumamoto. And when it happens, it's usually like really, really sudden, and it kind of sucks because it's like unpredictable.
まず大切だなと思ったのは、連絡できる時に連絡をするってことが大切だと思いました。話す時に話す、話さない時は極力何も考えないっていうことなので実際考えてると思うけどね。
Kind of like I save a lot of the things that I want to do, like going shopping or eating my favorite foods, like pancakes or French toast or things like that, like really sweet girly things. I save that for when Tatsu's not around. So like when he's busy, I call all my friends, like my girlfriends, and I'm like, hey. Overture さんからの質問があります。
2人で旅行するならどこの国に行きたいか、次に予定しているところでもいいです。
Oh, we love traveling.
チベットとトルコに行きたいです。
I really want to go to Finland.
おー、それ言うんだったら
Or like Iceland.
Iceland,
yeah,
yes, Iceland.
We can Instagram it.
Iceland is a secret place for the photographer.
Yeah, we would take so many Instagram photos if we went to Iceland. Just like all the cool Instagrammers do.
Alright, so what's the most vomit-inducing cutesy things you call each other, if anything? I am calling her most of the time Mi-chan.
Mi-chan.
Micaela no Mi-chan.
Yep. Normally in Japanese they call me Micaela, like Mika, I'll write it down here, Micaela. And Tatsu would normally shorten it to Mika. And his parents call me Mika-san, which is really cute. Recently he's just like shortened it completely and he just calls me Mi-chan. Which is cute, I like it. I call him Ta-chan.
Ta-chan is like normal.
Ta-chan's
lots of
normal.
people call me Ta-chan.
Ta-chan. Yeah, lots of people call him Ta-chan, not just me. But I think Tatsu's the only person in the world that calls me Mi-chan. But I don't mind it. Alicia wants to know, would you rather fight 100 tiny Micaelas or one giant Micaela?
Oh man.
I love this question.
Or either way, I would lose. So I really don't want to fight, I really don't want to fight her.
I'm pretty tough. Tatsu also got a lot of questions about his work as a cameraman and photographer because I think quite a few of you guys follow him on Instagram and YouTube. If you haven't checked out Tatsu's channel or his Instagram or anything, you can look at the links down in the description box below. But I think that the next couple of questions are coming from people who already follow him on those platforms. Donya-san, thank you for your question, Donya-san. She says, how long have you been into photography and videography? And did you study in school or did you just learn on your own?
So I started to work as a cameraman 3 years ago.
And did you study film before that?
I never studied, sort of camera things. I never studied videography or filmmaking in my life.
And photography was kind of a hobby, right?
Yeah, photography too. It's a total hobby.
How long have you been doing it though?
Since 18 years old. So it's been 8
years.
Yeah, 8 or 9 years.
Mr. Chu, there's a question from Mr. Chu. He says, how does Tatsu find inspiration when taking pictures or filming videos? That's a good question.
That's a good question. I get lots of inspiration from people walking on a street just over there, or people like sitting in a cafe drinking coffee, or people just chit-chatting. I love using my imagination, what's going on, like what kind of story they have. So like people, my answer would be people in general.
People are your biggest inspiration? That makes sense. So Rob wants to know, would you two want to actively work together or just support each other in your projects?
So this is a good question,
it's a good question.
We have been seeking the possibilities of working together in future, but also at the same time we kind of like want to respect our styles, which are totally different.
So basically we are trying to figure out how we can work together without wanting to kill each other.
True, that is true.
I think it's really hard because we have very different styles and we have different visions, and we can like, the thing about photographers, and it's not just me and Tatsu, but I think a lot of creatives, is that when you are looking at the same object, but you're seeing different things. And for Tatsu and I to work together, it's really hard for us to look at something and agree on what we're looking at.
We fight because of the work.
It's like fighting 100 mini Micaelas.
And I always lose.
Basically, we dabble in doing stuff together, but we also want to do our own things. And like, I want Tatsu to make his own stuff because I think that he has a special talent for that. And I don't necessarily want him in all of my stuff. Like, I do want the freedom to like keep doing the stuff that I want to do. We support each other, and then sometimes we help each other out. Alright guys, thank you so much for hanging out with us, and hopefully we got to answer your question today. If not, do you have a question? Do you have a question?
What do you want to ask?
Can we go for a walk? Can we go for a walk?
Do you want to go for a
Do you want to go for a walk? Alright, so if you guys have any other questions that you want to ask Tatsu, you can check out the links below. I have his Instagram, Twitter, YouTube. All those things are in the description box. If you have anything you want to know about him, you can just ask him directly. But hopefully this was a good introduction and lets you know a little bit more about who this guy is. Alright, so we'll talk to you again soon. Thanks for watching.
Bye!
Bye!